I have been so excited for this interview all morning.
Yeah, one of Australia's most iconic voices, the greatest AFL caller of all time, Bruce McAvaney.
Rioli picks himself up and dribbles, and even when Cyril dribbles, it's a beautiful thing.
He was honoured with AFL Life membership just the other day. The GOAT joins us now. Good morning, Bruce. This is big news. How are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling pretty good. Did I really say that? That's quite ridiculous, isn't it? Hi, guys. It's lovely to chat to you. Yeah, it gives me a good chance to reflect on so many exciting moments, I guess, in my broadcasting career. It was a lot of fun, and to look back now on all those years and all those great players and the people I worked with. So, no, a terrific moment to reflect.
Bruce, I've grown up my whole life watching you call AFL games. You just mentioned there some of the greatest players. When you think greatest players, in your time calling the game, who is it?
Well, it started with Carey, I guess. In terms of me calling, I mean, when I was growing up, there were other players, of course, but probably from the beginning for me, Carey, and then, you had that, the Duck and Friday night footy with Wayne, but I think he's still the one. I mean, all the way through to Franklin, basically, and so many in between. But I think Wayne was the best match winner that I called in my time, and we're going back now a fair while.
Bruce, is it still in your blood? You're sitting at home on the couch watching the footy. Are you calling it in your head?
Bill, I am. And in fact, it drives my wife mad. She goes into the other room.
That's awesome. I love that. Just under your breath, if something awesome happens on the TV, you know somewhere Bruce is just going, delicious. Just under your breath.
Even the dog doesn't like it.
Well, and look, you've obviously, you've done AFL Grand Finals. You've done the 100-metre sprint at the Olympics, the Melbourne Cup. What's your favourite moment? Like, what's your when it was game day, what was your favourite thing to do?
Oh, God. There are so many. I mean, the thing that gave me, I think, the biggest thrill were those, first 5 minutes of a grand final and the last 5 minutes, hopefully, when they were close.
Yeah.
But it was being part of the 7 team, working with people like Dennis and Lee Matthews and Sandy Roberts and Brian Taylor and those people. I felt really part of that team. That was our team. So I love that camaraderie. But look, just the thrill of being able to publicly express yourself when somebody, like a Cyril does something quite ridiculous, it's an absolute privilege. So I look back on it now and, a bit of it's a blur because there was so much of it and I'm getting older. But I do feel like I've been incredibly lucky to put the headphones on, sit in a great spot and have, 100,000 people screaming around me and being able to publicly express myself. I mean, how lucky am I?
Yeah, Bruce McAvaney, the icon, joining you this morning on Nova 100. He's been given AFL Life membership.
We touched on grannies there, Bruce, and I feel bad because we keep asking you questions that really are testing your memory this morning. But over 20 grannies, is there a memory that sticks out more than the others?
Maybe, look, there's a few, but... when the realisation of the draw in 2010, I think, really struck me, because we thought we're coming back. That was St Kilda and Collingwood. So we don't have many of them.
Yeah.
Very few. So that was huge. I think in terms of my most memorable grand final for me personally was 2016. Mm-hmm. The Bulldogs broke the drought. It was a great game.
Yeah.
Sydney played superbly. But it was also Dennis's last match sitting alongside of me or standing alongside. And we all knew that going into that. And we had a great friendship. We started as colleagues and ended as friends. And having just the emotion of that day, a magnificent match, and the Bulldogs to break the drought, and knowing that, Dennis, to be with him on that final day. So that 2016 grand final was near and dear.
Yeah.
Now, Bruce, you've always played a straight bat when it comes to who you barrack for. Now, can we get it today? Can we know who really, at the end of the day, you are backing in?
Bill, look, I am neutral. And I'm going to give you the absolute honest answer. When I was calling, I always sort of wanted the underdog to probably. Not win so much, but I wanted a close match. So I'd go along, and you can't help it. I'm a South Australian, so I obviously get a great thrill when Adelaide won those 2 premierships and Port Adelaide won. But hand on my heart, I vote for 18 teams. Isn't that pathetic?
And Bruce, coming, this is Liam here speaking now, and coming, and Ben and myself are both Adelaide natives as well. And coming from me, I know when you say neutral, you really just mean Crows, but their form is terrible at the moment, so you've just got to go, go for all the teams.
I reckon deep in there's a Port Adelaide supporter somewhere.
You reckon there was a few tears in 2007? Is that what you're saying?
A few tears.
Well, Bruce, what a pleasure speaking to you this morning. You're such a legend. We really appreciate your time. Do you think, just before we go, we could get one more delicious?
That was the biggest mistake I made. I had no idea. My children at the time, I think, were 13 and 11.
Yeah.
And they just looked at me the next week and said, Dad, you have ruined our lives.
Well, Bruce, we won't force you to do it again then. All the best. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
It has been delicious, guys.